because I will be putting up my dukes and ready to fight because I'm not here for it.
Get your money, sis, fuck the hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Make your money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So, if you guys don't know, if you do know, that every week I wreck my brain trying to figure out what to talk about. And this was one of those weeks where it was like, what do we talk about? You know, all kind of things. Celebrities is always doing something crazy that we can talk about. But something stood out to me today. You're watching this on Tuesday, but today is Monday. And today, guess what? I'm sure most of you know. If you did not know, today we had the first person ever to take the COVID vaccine shot. So let's talk about that for a little bit, okay? So today, New York critical care nurse Sandra Lindsay was the first among many to take the COVID-19 vaccination administered by the US FDA. If you do not know what that means, the United States Food and Drug Administration. She was the first to take the vaccine at the Long Island Jewish Medical Center in Queens. Shout out to Queens. A black woman, the face of the first COVID-19 vaccination. Did that make you want to go out and get one? If you're a person of color? Well, guess what? Not me. So let's talk a little bit about that. Okay. She got the shot, as you can see in the picture. It was administered in her shoulder, as most vaccines are. And she had this to say right after she took the shot. She has a good touch, and it didn't feel any different from any other vaccine. I'm feeling well. This is what she said right after the shot was given. Of course you're feeling well because you just got it. So now, let's drop the 2 cents in there. This is going to be super, super quick because what are my thoughts? My thoughts is that Miss Lindsay was definitely probably paid off very well to be the first to take that vaccination shot publicly. And the reason I say this is because most people saw this clip. I am one that saw this clip on Facebook of the very first person taking the vaccination.
A few moments later.
Now, when this vaccination thing came about, a lot of people were saying that the first to be given these shots were going to be the elderly, the frontline workers. And yes, Ms. Lindsay is obviously a frontline worker, and it made sense that she would get the shot. But my curiosity is why did they decide to use this black woman as the pretty much the media guinea pig? You understand what I'm saying? Like, they could have, she wasn't, I think she was the very first, but there were others as well, but they wanted to use her. And in my opinion, I feel like that was not by mistake. That was not a coincidence. I feel like they wanted to use a person of color to persuade the African American community to get this vaccination shot, because it is known that we don't play that. We don't do vaccinations. I'm not saying all of us, but a lot of black people are a little apprehensive when it comes to getting a vaccine because we don't know what's in it. And let's be real, a lot of times these doctors do not have our best interests at heart as well. Sometimes it goes by race, it goes by class in these hospitals, depending on the type of insurance, depends on what type of vaccine you will get. I've heard it from nurses before who's worked in hospitals, doctors' offices. Like, there's always something funny going on when it's a person of color or someone who doesn't have as much money and doesn't have the best health insurance. You know, they usually get something different. So, of course, anybody who's facing that would be, you know, a little hesitant to take it because you don't know what you're going to get. Even further back than that, let's take it all the way back to the Tuskegee syphilis study experiment that was performed back in 1932. This experiment was conducted by the United States Public Health Services. They were injecting African American men with syphilis. These black men were told that they were receiving free health care from the federal government. What they didn't know is that most of them that were going to be infected were never going to be treated, even though penicillin was available and they went untreated. So, this, among many other experiments that were done to African Americans, even further back in slavery time, there were doctors experimenting on women, on the men, so many different things. And this is why we are, as people of color, as black people, are very hesitant when it comes to these type of things. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, they came up with a whole vaccine just to get us. That's not what I'm saying. But this is just the reason why we're so hesitant about taking it, at least for myself. I'm not saying for anybody else. I don't know what's in it. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I just feel like this vaccination is not something that I'm leaning towards. I'm praying that it doesn't become a mandatory issue, because I will be putting up my dukes and ready to fight, because I'm not here for it. Like she said, she says she feels fine, but of course she feels fine. She just took it like, check back with sis in a couple months or maybe a year or two, because we just don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's going to take a couple thousand people to get this vaccination before I am trustworthy of it. And I don't know what it's going to do in the long run. It's just all scary. The unknown, and maybe, not being educated enough on my behalf. Maybe it's just a scary thought, because we don't know what it is. We don't know what it's going to do, the effects. Like, remember when the flu shot first came out and people were having all of these crazy side effects, and it made people very, very scared to get the vaccination, including myself. I didn't want to do it because I saw what it was doing to people, and obviously I didn't want to be one of those people. I saw people, even to this day, getting sick every time they take it, or the first time they take it and they get extremely sick. Like, I don't want that. But of course, I feel like those who are on the front lines in the hospitals, of course they're open to taking it, because they're right there. They're in the fire. So they want to be as safe as possible. So I do understand. And no shade to anybody who decides to go get it. I'm just saying for myself, I ain't with it. I'ma just pray the Lord got me this far, and that's it. But I can't. I'm sorry. I ain't got much to say about it, but we not doing that over here. Anyway. This is probably the shortest 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, but that was straight to the point. Like, what do you guys think about this vaccination? Are you willing to take it? Please let me know in the comments down below if you're going to take it. What are your reasons for taking it? If you don't want to take it, what are your reasons? Please let me know in the comments down below. I thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure you follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be up top and in the description down below. Enjoy your holidays, everybody, and Jenny is out.